Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to explore the variables and data types in Python. So variables and data types are fundamental concepts that allow the programmer to store and manipulate data efficiently. Variables are containers for storing data. Python variables do not require any explicit declaration of their type, with the type being inferred based on the value they are assigned. So the types of variables that we have in Python is a string, which is a text, integer, which is a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a float, which is a decimal or a whole number, and a Boolean, which is going to be either true or false. So the rules for naming variables in Python are it must start with a letter or an underscore. It cannot start with a number. It can only contain alphanumeric characters or underscores, and it is case sensitive. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at some code that I have made using InstantPython. So, which I've already said in previous videos, you can download InstantPython for free in the Microsoft Store shop, and it's free. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the types of variables and data types that we have in Python. So the first thing we're going to talk about is variables. So your name is, we're going to say Justine, and it's a string or a text. And so we're going to print name, and you can see over here we printed the name where it says Justine. The age is 35, which is an integer, so we printed the age, which is 35. The height, which is 5.4, and so that's a float. So we printed out the height of 5.4, and it says is student is false. She's not a student. So we printed out is student. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the data types, and we're going to discuss the data types. So x equals 10 is an integer, and we print that out and you get a 10. Y equals 3.14, which is a float, so you print y and you get 3.14. Z equals 2 plus 3j, and that's a complex number. I don't use complex numbers a lot, but people who are in engineering have to be familiar with complex numbers. I studied engineering a long time ago, and I studied complex numbers in engineering, but I've never used complex numbers in my professional life. A greeting is hello world, and that's a string or a text file, and so we print it off and you can see hello world, and you can know in a previous video we printed off the greeting because that was the first program that you made, was a hello world program. Fruit is a list, and so we've got a list of fruits, and so you've got apple, banana, or orange, and apple, banana, or orange are strings. So your string can be either a double quote or a single quote. Coordinates is an immutable tuple, so the coordinates is 10 and 20, so we print coordinates and you see you've got 10 and 20. So name is a dictionary with key value pairs, so name is Justine and age is 35, so we print that out and you can see name is Justine and age is 35. So we've got a set of unique numbers, so unique num equals a set of 1, 2, 3, and we print that out and we've got 1, 2, 3. Frozen is a frozen set, which is an immutable version of a set, so we're going to print frozen, and it's going to be the fruit, so we're going to print the fruit of orange, banana, apple, and And so there we go. That's a frozen set. Is active is Boolean, and we're going to say true in this instance. So we print that off and you get a true, and result is none. So, and that's just like none type. So I should have put in here just like it's none type. So you've got a none type. And then we just started it, we ran it, and we printed off the variables and the data types so you can see it. And so basically that's our variables and our data types. So we're going to save it, and it's already in called it var and data types. So we save it in var and data types. It says, do you want to replace it? And we say, yes, we're going to replace it. And so basically that concludes this video, because we talked about variables, we talked about data types, I've given you examples of variables and data types, and we made a small little program in Python and printed it out so you could see how it prints out in the data types. So the next video, we're going to be talking about some more Python concepts as well.